Hello, and welcome to Call of Saregnar. Hopefully that's how it's pronounced. There are several different linguistic etymologies you could use to say that term, but, we'll just have to wait until the developers themselves have said something about that matter. This music is pretty loud, but I haven't gotten into the settings yet, so I hope my voice comes through anyway. So let's start.
It was a late night in the small town of Romar. Hewan, an auspicious student of magic, and Sam, his roguish friend, decided to liven up the dullness of the road by spending the night drinking and gambling at the Yew Tree Inn. After observing the two playing and winning a number of games against the locals, a gambler approached their table and challenged them to a game of takla. It was then that fortune seemed to abandon them, as the two friends lost most of their money and many valuables playing against the man. Sam was no stranger at cards, and while he had no proof, deep inside he knew his opponent must have been cheating. At that point, the young rogue confronted the gambler, and in the struggle that ensued, an accusing card fell from the man's shirt. Realizing that he couldn't bluff his way out of the situation, the gambler felled Sam to the ground, grabbed the pouch of winnings, and dashed towards the exit. In the chaos, Huan tried to stop the retreating gambler, but only managed to trip on his friend and abruptly join him on the floor. Meanwhile, startled by the shouts in the common room, Dina, the owner of the tavern, dashed in and found the two youngsters lying atop one another, being the object of merriment of a drunken, cackling audience.
Very interesting. One thing I will note is that it scrolled for me. What in Ulmaris's name happened here? And where's that bloody gambler? He's yet to pay for the lodging and food. So, this game is in the first-person perspective. That's one thing you'll note right away here. So, this is not my character. I'm actually talking to her. Although I don't know who I am yet, so we'll see, I guess. Candlelight seems to be the principal means of illumination. There seems to be a soldier here in the corner, and a couple of late-nighters. Gone! We caught him cheating at cards, and he ran away. We tried. Gone? And why didn't you two go after him? Why didn't anyone go after him? The room fell silent as Dana's icy gaze traveled face to face across the room. Propping himself upright, Sam assessed the condition of his bleeding nose by carefully bending it, first one way, then the other. Satisfied that it wasn't broken, he looked up at Dina, who stared at him with a mix of disbelief and rage. I was gone for 1 minute, Sam. I know, but he had a third blue lady card hidden with his shirt, or within his shirt. I knew he couldn't have been. That good of a player. Not even the gamblers of Buramus could have... Enough, Sam. He's gone because of you, and I don't want to hear any excuses. You'll be paying for both, him and yourself. The man took the coins. Sam. He what? I'm sorry, Dina. What can I say? He must have taken our money after he bashed my nose in. I see. Then you either find your money and pay up, or you'll be playing here to cover the expenses every night for a week, starting tomorrow. A week? Come on, be reasonable, Tina. I can't be stuck in this hole of a town for a whole week. Where are we going to sleep? Do we at least get a room to stay in? No, you don't. And since you can't afford staying, I suggest you start looking for the man now. I'm closing for the night. Dina, sweetie, you can't be serious. It's the middle of the night. We'll never find him out there in the dark. Ah, you're right. Here, take these torches. You'll pay for them once you catch the gambler and get your money back. Good night. But Dina... And now we're actually in the game proper, but let me adjust the volume a bit, because it's a bit high. I'm pretty sure it's overpowering my voice still. So I'll just do my best to not let it. So let me just do that, and I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, here's some interesting instructions. Okay. Oh, right. Oh. Oh, we have access to our mouse. Oh, that's nice. What's this? Don't know anything of this. Hold shift to release the mouse pointer. Okay. Escape opens this window. Tab opens the character screen. R rests open the camp menu. Casting opens the spell casting menu. Okay. I'll try to remember that, and I'll refer to this if I need to. Okay. So shift or tab. Oh, okay. So oh. Those were us. Those two, the two characters. Okay. She was a different character. Okay, so... Well, I definitely have a bloody nose. That's for sure. It looks like a simple staff. Okay. Let's take a look at these. It looks like you can read descriptions of the items. Very nice. And torches. Okay. So, it looks like Huan is a mage because he has magic and not ranged, so probably can't use a bow. And then there's performance, stealth, defense, artifice. Interesting. Can we click on these? No, it doesn't look like it. And we're drunk. Don't know what any of this means, but I imagine if we compare it with the other person, it will help us. So, speed 4, strength 13, speed 5, strength 17. You have a falchion. So Sam is the one that is a warrior. He has a falchion. Doesn't have magic, but has access to ranged attacks, probably these throwing knives. Very nice. And the same, it looks like the equipment changes, but the items it's the same area, so that's interesting. You have keys and gems that are separate. Otherwise, the skill list is the same, but they have different amounts of each skill. There's the spellcasting menu. So what is that? Branner's gift. Healing himself or another. Okay, so he can heal. I'm assuming the one spellcaster we have in the party. And Mind Light allows the caster and those nearest to see in the dark. That might be useful right now, considering it's late. And it appears that these are the constellations. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 constellations. That's a very common number of constellations, considering the various, well, astrologies in the world. And then, of course, we have, it looks like spells are like in the spaces between the stars, between the lines. So it's probably more than just one per constellation, it looks like, based on what I can see. Although I don't know any of the other constellations besides these two. That's interesting. Let's close that. I don't remember how the... Oh, okay, so shift is how I get this. So there's no map or journal right now. Other than that, let's hope that I haven't wasted too much time. Should have known I was being cheated. Never lost that much money in one night. Or ever. Neither did I, Sam. We should have listened to Arthur while we had the chance. 'Twas your royal cousin's fault for buying us drinks in the first place, you know. You're drunk. As I recall, he wanted us all to go to his cellar. You know, the one with wine and dried meats. Well, now all we have are these bland road rations, which I have no desire to eat ever again. Yes, I get the point. Look, there's nothing we can do now but track down that man and recover my money. Our money. Then we visit your cousin at the fancy manor home of his, you check out his book on magic tricks, and then we finally leave this accursed place. Deal? Damn it, Sam. That book is what got me traveling all the way up here in the first place. If it is truly an ancient book on magic, like Arthur claims, it's like finding a damn treasure. I lose 10 times the money I lost tonight just for a chance to peek at its pages. Calm down, your magicianship. We'll get your chance, but first things first. Where do we start our search? That son of a whore could be anywhere by now. I don't know. We best wait until morning. No point us knocking on people's houses in the middle of the night. They are all asleep at this hour anyway. Come morning, we ask around. Maybe somebody saw or heard something that may point us in the right direction. If not, there may be clues lying about, who knows? We click on objects and it does something. Hoisting up the bucket that was tied to a thick cord, Haywan drank greedily, then washed the road-accumulated grime off his face and hands. While they wouldn't be exactly court-worthy, at least he was somewhat presentable now. Very nice. I really do. The interesting difference between a lot of first-person and third-person games is it makes it feel like you're the one that's there instead of the character. And more realistically, your field of vision is much more hindered. So you actually have to figure out what you're doing more contextually than you would, for example, in a third-person game. That said, I generally myself prefer third-person games, but I can and do play first-person. It's definitely giving the feel of being an old game. We should probably take the advice and rest. I doubt we'll find anything. Not in the dead of night. Where could he possibly have gone? Doesn't look like there's anything I can click on. I mean, this is certainly an interesting game, that's for sure. Oh, is it already daytime? Oh no, it's early morning already. Looks like there's a house over there. I'm just exploring around because I won't be able to save the game. So in my next video, I'll probably just cut right to this point and then have a look. Ooh, look, nice gardens. It's very polygonal, almost purposefully. Certainly that seems to be what they're going for. There's a certain charm to it. I know a lot of people like sprite-based designs. I'm one of them, after all. But there's another kind of charm that comes with polygonal or low polygonal-based games. We certainly don't get them even as much as sprite-based games. For various reasons, mostly due to opinions, of course. But, yeah, very nice. Certainly, the setup is pretty interesting. You're caught off guard. You're at a disadvantage right off the start. So hopefully you can figure things out as you go, because otherwise, well, you'll have a very short existence. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.